Okay, first meeting of the new season. Glad you all made it through the summer. Glad to have some of you back that have been gone. Try to remember, as you talk, pick up a mic and make sure you talk into it because we're recording the meeting for our secretary, for posterity, sorry. We're going to go next to roll call, but before we do that, I want to make mention, it was almost an issue last meeting we had at the end of the season. There was a lot of people already gone, and we have several people representing several committees, which is okay. I don't see anything in the bylaws against that, but in the count of a quorum, it is bodies here, not committees represented. And as my understanding, even if you're representing two committees, you still only get one vote if it comes to a vote. There's no proxy voting. That was just information, me blowing off. So Pamela, would you call the roll?
President Steve Beatty.
Here.
Vice President Archie Spotto. Secretary Mary Lee is absent. I'm filling in for her. Treasurer Amy Wells. Officers present and accounted for. Next, roll call of committee chairs. On here. Bingo. No bingo. Nope. Computer club. Country breakfast.
Here.
Dance.
Here.
Decorating. Diversions.
Here.
Genealogy.
Here.
Glass shop. Nope. Library.
Here.
Model Yacht Club. Monday Coffee.
Here.
Petanque.
Here.
Potluck.
Here.
Shuffleboard.
Here.
Special events.
Here.
Special meals. Nope. Table games. Not yet. Okay. Tanglewood Dog.
Here.
Tech support.
Present.
Tennis.
Here.
Trips and travel. Here. TWR Times.
Here.
Welcome team.
Yes. Here.
And wood shop.
Here.
Okay. Table games. Not here yet. Okay. All right.
Okay, next is acceptance of the minutes. It was sent out. Nobody got them?
They were sent out by Mary Lee before she left, probably 4 weeks ago.
Last meeting.
They were May meeting minutes. Okay, that was the last meeting, and she sent them out before she left. She had received 3 copies of the reports for this meeting. It was May 21st, TMAC meeting, but no one received them. You did?
I got them with an agenda.
Okay, with the agenda, they should have been emailed out.
August 13th.
I
know it's been several months. I know she did send them out with an agenda for.
Amy said they were sent out August 13th.
Hang on just a second. I got the ones that were sent with on 13th. I got those.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a while, but.
Anybody else get them, or would you like?
Yes.
Would you like to hear them,
Well, since we have them here.
or do you want to blindly accept them?
I can.
Can they be resent out to what's their company?
They can be resent, but at this point, I can give you a summary of them if you'd like. Like that. What?
I'm not finding
Yes.
Use
They are
the
sent to the
microphone,
chairman.
please.
Yeah, they're sent to the chairman. They are sent to the chairman.
Probably not.
Yeah, the chair should have forwarded them on to who was representing them, but apparently they didn't. Okay, I can offer to do a summary or.
Please go ahead and do a summary, Pamela.
Okay. The roll call was called. Officers, there was roll call of committee chairs. There were 8 chairs absent, 16 attended. They did have a quorum. 20 committee reports were received. Motion to accept the previous minutes were okay. President's report, he read the names of the executive board whose duty will be to entail making decisions during the summer months. The vice president's report had nothing to report. Amy, the treasurer, had emailed the committee reports. Motion was accepted motion made to accept her treasury reports. Secretary comments, everyone was emailed their reports to Mary Lee with a few exceptions. If they had not sent them in, she wanted them to do so on that day. Committee reports, each one of you sent in a committee report that did, and the summary, I won't read all of those, just of what they've been doing basically. Let's see. Then Hometown America had a report that the clubhouse was going to be closed on June 23rd through 26th for maintenance to replace fluorescent lighting, cleaning the fans. We clarified it was just the main room. Outside rooms were still available. Hometown's doing a lot more work than they have in the past few years. They've helped purchase a new light board for tech and other non-TMAC committees too, pickleball's new shed and maintenance on the building. Old business, last month the board tabled purchase for pavers of the dog club. How do we stand on that? Sandra mentioned they no longer needed funding, that they were able to purchase the pavers due to donations and a fundraiser. New business, Steve Sykes made a motion to cancel the TMAC meeting for June, July, and August, seconded by Shirley Cabot. Motion carried. We will be back here on September 17th. Treasurer Amy said that she will still be at Monday morning coffee on the third Monday of each month in the suite, June, July, and August, to take money and write checks from TMAC. Public comments. Gary Briggs thanked the volunteers for the time taking care of the committees. He was also called out at last month's meeting for eating ice cream during the meeting, so Gary furnished ice cream sandwiches for all the board members. Next meeting was September 17th. Motion to adjourn by Gary, seconded by Kathy. Meeting adjourned.
Need a motion to accept that?
So moved.
Shirley Cabot motion, Steve Sykes second. All in favor of accepting the minutes as read?
Aye.
Motion carries. Did you get your treasury report? Yeah, it was sent out, I assume. Again, it's sent to the chairs.
Motion to accept as distributed?
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor of accepting the treasurer's report?
Aye.
Aye. Motion has passed. Going down to committee reports, as was noted, I think she went 3. She got 3 committee reports sent to her before she left. I know it seems trivial, but a lot of people do read these. Send in your report for your committee monthly activity to Mary Lee.
She has a new email address. It is tmac.secretary@gmail.com.
Spell the whole word, secretary?
Yes, tmac.secretary@gmail.com. So you can go ahead and send those out this week if you'd like to, from what you would have been doing for this month. Send them to that address.
So anyway, she does post these, and a lot of people do read them. Even if there's not much goes on in your committee, especially through the summer, just send a note in and telling, that you survived the month and you went on, or tell her what's going on, and then she'll get that posted out. But if you could get that out to her at least a week before the TMAC meeting, it'll be printed out. And apparently people still like to hear us talk, so we'll go on with committee reports verbally, starting with Gary. Use the microphone.
Hello. Okay, page 1 of 10. Tech support had a quiet summer, which enabled us for time for training. Our workday, which is on a Wednesday twice a month, was spent doing inventory of our booth equipment and stage equipment. Several members have spent their time in the quiet hours honing their skills on the light board, sound board, and video board. We continue to meet each month throughout the year. Our current monthly schedule is listed by date and posted on the cork board next to the door of the booth so you can see what events we're working. If you have an event and you expect someone to show up and it's not on that list, you might want to contact one of the phone numbers at the bottom because it's likely no one knows about the event. We are looking forward to our next meeting. Yours truly, Gary Fryer.
Judy Martin from the Welcome Committee. A report for the meeting is statistics. Mary Lee loves statistics. In 2020, the number of houses welcomed was 93, and in 2021, 267. 2022, 163, 2023, 139, 2024 last year, 102 houses. This year, 46 as of August 4th. So you can see the numbers are down a little bit. Dinners out are going to resume next Tuesday night at Olive Garden. And you could call me because I have the count. And if you want to go or know someone who does, please let me know. October 29th or 28th at Olympic Restaurant on the screen porch. And it's always good there. Training was completed for 5 new members. And I'll just tell you personally, 2 of them are going to take over chair and vice chair next year. So we're all excited about that. They're fantastic. Both of them had drawn up a booklet of additional information which we're going to give to new residents, which is very, very, what can I say? Where to go for this, where to go for that. Because when people from out of town move in, they don't know anything, like where to get your driver's license. Garage sale, November 21st and 22nd. Welcome Committee is going to run that. And we also donated $100 to diversions in support of the Fall Festival, and we're going to volunteer to work at the event where we're needed. There's a subcommittee working on Welcome Bra for Bras for Hope. It's fun, apparently. I don't know. Sorry, Pat. The gala has been set for January 23rd from 1 to 2 for all the new people. Respectfully submitted, Judy Martin, Vice Chair.
Hello? Oh, I got it. All right, Rick Goodner representing the TMAC Model Yacht Club. We spent the summer working on the buoys out there in the pond, repainting them and repairing a couple of them. We also have made repairs to the umbrella that Hometown America supplied, but we are still trying to get with Hometown America to get us some kind of permanent shading to put over those benches so that we can sail in the summertime without the scorching heat. If we could have the help of the TMAC committee in order to do that, we would appreciate it. Other than that, anything else you want to add? I think we're good.
Thank you.
Gail Woolley with the Decorating Committee. Over the summer, we just did potluck arrangements and changed out the lobby. But our committee was informed by management that the clubhouse lobby will undergo a complete makeover this fall. Once that has been completed, the decoration committee will not be allowed to do any more decorating in the lobby. According to Angie, this is the decision from corporate. This will mean there will be no longer any decorations, which currently include the following: New Year's, Valentine's, St. Patrick's, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Again, this will only apply to the lobby. We will be allowed to continue decorating in all other areas of the main clubhouse and the activity building. We will also continue to help out any other committees. Residents' requests for decorations will also be considered. Thank you.
Pat Parks with Shuffleboard. We've not played shuffleboard since early May because it's too hot to sit in the sun with no roof for protection. I noticed this last Friday that they've started the repairs finally on the court roofs. Matter of fact, they took one complete end out of there, and they're rebuilding it from scratch. When the repairs are completed, we can play again, hopefully starting early October. I'm told that sometime in November, the courts will be resurfaced as I requested last year. After that, we can get back to normal play. Thank you.
Shirley Cabot, first for potluck. We kept going all summer. Our numbers keep getting bigger every month. Our next potluck is October the 14th, and it will have a Halloween theme. That doesn't mean you have to wear a costume or anything like that. Just that's what it's going to be, Halloween. The TWR Times continues publishing just about every day. We have donated a $100 bill for the raffle for the Bras for Hope, and we're starting to plan a new game for this fall. For diversions, we've been playing sevens twice a month forever. We are now going to add, when there is a fifth Monday in the month, we will be playing sevens on that Monday as well as the second and fourth. That's at 1 o'clock in the community room. We are majorly involved in the Bras for Hope on October 11th. There will be door prizes, 50-50, raffle, silent auction. Vote for your favorite bra. We thank Monday Morning Coffee for the drinks that they'll be giving us. The deadline for submitting a decorated bra is October 5th, and you'll hear more about that from Pat Phillips. Pat Phillips. The Fall Festival also falls under the Diversions umbrella. That's October 22nd, and that's going to be a big one. And finally, Beanbag Baseball has started up again. I believe there are 24 teams playing in this season. So that's Bob LaRock who's in charge of that, as we know, and that's going very well. Thank you.
Steve, you want to take over?
Good morning, Steve Sykes from Country Breakfast. No, it's not morning, is it? I'm sorry. Country Breakfast is starting up this coming Saturday. We've had a pretty good sale for what we normally get for September. We're over what we did last year for September. We're looking forward to it. The kitchen. We put a lot of work into the kitchen this summer, cleaning and reorganizing. Anne Marie made out all new labels for the cabinets. Hopefully, everybody abides by the label on the cabinet and puts things away where they belong. Thank you.
Irene Sykes for Monday Morning Coffee. There's no report. I'm also sitting in for dance committee. And our next dance is September 27th with Tony Motown Night. And the following dance is in October, our Halloween dance with a costume party. That will be on a Friday, the 31st, and we have California Toe Jam coming. We really would like your support, so if you can bring friends and family, please do, because we need to get people to come to these things. Thank you.
Jerry Bentley for tennis. We are now playing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. because it got too hot. We started at 9. We are in need of more players. We have a hard time getting 4 together to be able to play. So I'm welcoming all the new residents. Also, their guests are invited to come. You don't need to sign up. Just come down to the courts on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. And we have rackets and balls that are available to everyone. Also, if you want to start tennis, have never played before, we have a pro that will teach you for free, and he's very good. If you want to advance in tennis, he also will teach you how to do that. So I know he's my husband, so he is very good. Thank you.
Kathy White with Trips and Travel. Nothing really new to report. All the trips have been posted. Jeff and Roxy will be back end of this month, probably first part of October, to start collecting money for the trips.
Gary Braun for Petanque. This summer we did have play all summer at 10 o'clock in the morning. I know it was hot. I wasn't here, but I understand that people continued to play. A few of them continued to play anyway. We did not have any tournaments this summer, but we will start back October with a tournament. It'll be on the first Saturday, which is October the 4th. We will, starting I guess October 1st, we'll split, and the people that are playing now will move to 1 o'clock, and then opening up the 10 o'clock slot for the snowbirds that come back as they start filtering back in. That's about it.
Mary Cousins for the library. Our first meeting will be October 9th, so we haven't had a meeting yet this year. And we do need volunteers in the library because we've lost a few people that have moved. Judy is going to leave us. She's one of our best workers, so she'll be gone. We also made a donation, $100 for Bras for Hope. And we also had to purchase a computer this summer for the library. So that's it.
Catherine Smith for genealogy. There's not much to report except for I was mistaken about not having TMAC reports. I'm supplied with all those, but you said email to me, and that stuck in my head. I'm not seeing it. I'm getting it from my chair that I have the paperwork, so excuse me. And we are going to be resuming our monthly meetings the first Wednesday of November.
Michelle Richmond with Table Games. Nothing to report really except Bunko. My diehards stayed strong all summer long. We had anywhere from 32 to 40 people, which is great. I'm hoping the numbers will really pick up when the snowbirds come back. And I'm going to make an announcement soon about splitting Saturday with cards as soon as I get my new aggravation boards. Oh, they are? Okay. Then I'll tell everybody here, on Saturdays in the community room, we offer aggravation. Now it's aggravation, but with a twist. There are no dice. There are cards. And we have 4 boards so we can have 24 people play. So feel free to come down. Doesn't take long to learn. It's about 2 or 3 seconds, and you've got it. I mean, it's real simple to play. But other than that, I'm just waiting for my snowbirds to come back so my numbers will come up. That's all I got to say. Thanks.
Hello? Oh, I am on. Sandra, Dog Club Committee. Some of you may have noticed that our pavers are finally down, and we have spent the last several weeks doing the personalizing of them.
I even sold 3 more yesterday. I think there's almost 70 now sold. If you want one for your pet, whether it be a dog, cat, bird, whatever, squirrel even, just let me know, and I will get on it. I think that they're going to look really nice. All of the members seem to think that it's looking good. As soon as we get the last ones finished with the wording on them, they will be sealed with a clear sealer, and that's when we'll put the tables back on. The plastic chairs are around there now because we turn them over when we have a wet tile. If you see the chairs not turned over upside down, that means you're free to walk on whatever is out there. We invite you to come and look at them. I think some of them are pretty cute. Also, the 31st of October, 11 to 2, we're having our pet parade. We hope everyone will come. If you don't have a pet, just come and watch. You can join us for the potluck, bring something to serve. We just have a really good time, and you'll get to see a lot of really funny dressed animals. Some of the costumes I've talked to people about, they're going to be hysterical. There's also a photo op with Gristle and her crystal ball and her hellhounds. She'll tell your fortune. You can stop and take a picture. There'll be first and second prizes, and the prize for the costume that the owner and pet paired together. Dress your dog as a parrot, you go as a pirate. Other way around. Dress your dog as a pirate, you come as the parrot. Whatever you like. That's it.
Microphone.
Damn tech people. Woodshop's been fairly quiet this summer. We've done some maintenance and we've done some cleaning, waiting on the snowbirds to come back.
Archie, special events. We ordered and received new volunteer shirts. They're in. We ordered and received new outdoor signs announcing the days prior to the event, so we can post more signs showing people that we have the event coming up on Sunday. I've spoken to several entertainment groups regarding performances at Tanglewood. Some of them are way outside of our price range. Like I talked to a representative from Jeff Foxworthy. He wanted $25,000 to come here. Rob Schneider wanted $10,000 to come here. I've spoken to several other groups who are looking at wanting between $6,000 and $8,000, and of course we want to keep our fees lower than that now because our season tickets have been very low for the last 2 seasons, and we hope to remedy that with a fantastic season this year. We were speaking to several other entertainers about 2027 already, 26, 27 events already, so we're trying to line up 26, 27 with some new entertainment that is different from what we've constantly had. And I want you to know that with the help of Barb and Kathy, they're keeping me on track to do what I need to do, and I really appreciate them.
Done? Computer Club.
Hi, I'm late. I apologize to everyone. The Computer Club has switched its meeting times. We used to meet on the third Friday. We're now going to be meeting on the second Friday. The second Friday having a lot less bump ups against other things like garage sale and craft fair and stuff like that. So it looks like we got a much better day of the month to have it. We did have our first meeting this past Friday, and we talked about password management software. We're sitting pretty good with our budget right now. We are buying new modems to have a secure network here within the clubhouse. Those should be arriving in the next week or so, and I will be installing them at that time.
Okay, at this time, thank you for all your reports. We're going to go to Hometown America. Whoop, woke her up. You come up here, there's a mic out there. That's right, she's been here the entire time. Yes, you're on. No, we want it recorded.
Now I'm good.
That's better.
Okay. So I loved being able to get here and listen to all of your reports, and I'd like to give some feedback on some of that. But first, I want to share that we are getting the carpet in this building replaced.
Yay.
Soon. So I put them off until after the dance coming up, which is the 27th. So Monday, the 29th of September is what we anticipate having to shut the clubhouse down. We're probably going to have it shut down for 2 weeks, but keeping in mind that Bras for Hope was coming up, they should be done by October 10th. So September 29th to October 10th, we anticipate having the clubhouse, just the main hall and the stage area, not available. You'll still be able to use all of the rooms, but you'll have to access them from the outside, and you'll have to access the restrooms from the outside as well. You won't be able to cut through the inside to get to them. So I don't think it interfered with anything that's too big going on. We tried to really work around the bigger events that are happening. Yacht Club mentioned the additional shade needed, and Anne-Marie and I have come up with what we think is going to be a good solution, and she's getting pricing on that for me right now, but doing like the sail shades where they have the posts and the shade can actually be removed in the event of an oncoming storm. So one of our concerns with that was anything we put up then becomes a projectile, but this would not. Indoor decorating committee, we did have a great conversation about what's going on. We are going to be renovating the lobby area. I've already ordered all of the furniture, artwork, and I have an artist coming in to do a mural where the map is at. And they are correct. Once we get that done, I was asked by senior management not to allow anything to be added or removed from that room. So that prevents us from being able to do decorating. We are going to cheat at Christmas and put a Christmas tree, though. We just won't let them come visit. Shuffleboard shade covers. That vendor did not notify us they were coming in this week to do this work, but we're excited to see it getting done. And then we do have the courts slated to be resurfaced. I believe it's mid-November. The last thing I want to talk about is all of the advertising bandit signs around the community. So they're becoming very excessive. The prospectus states that we're not supposed to use them at all, but we realize that you need to market and advertise what you have happening in the community. So we are going to go back to what was originally in place when I got here, which was 2 signs per committee, can go up 2 days prior to your event, and has to be removed by 10 a.m. the day after your event. So if your event runs later into the night, you're not having to run around and pick them up. You can get them the next morning. Keep in mind, Anne-Marie now has that LED sign working like a charm. It advertises fabulously. We can do flyers on the bulletin boards. We have all of the pocket holders that will take signs outside of the front doors. But get with Anne-Marie. We'll work with everybody to make sure that your events are getting advertised and marketed out to the community. And I think that was all I had. Any questions?
Yeah.
Of course, Steve.
Of course, me. You're talking about signs and committees. How about real estate signs? Are those?
I addressed that this
void?
week if you haven't seen social media.
I don't do social media.
Okay, yeah, there's like 1,000 comments on there. I did not address it on social media. However, one of our agents chose to, and they do not like the fact that they cannot have all their signs, and it's okay. So we have told them the same thing, basically. For real estate, the prospectus states that when you're selling your home, you can have one 12-by-12 sign in the window and no other signage without management approval. So we have approved realtors that are not Hometown America agents. They can place one open house sign in the yard of the home that's having the open house. Because it looks trashy when we come into our community and you see 17 different signs just all into the ground. It looks bad when you're placing 5 different signs from 5 different committees right in front of my office every week. It just doesn't look good for our business, for your visitors. So we need to kind of tighten that up a little bit.
Thank you.
Angie, in regards to the pond for the sailboats, have you been by there recently to see all the scum and everything in that
No.
pond? Yeah, there's a lot of scum out on the top side of that pond.
I'll call the lake people
They
when
all
I get back
appreciate
into
it.
the office.
They all live on the south end, though.
I moved out of the hood, so I don't see it as much. So, and also, just to put the rumors to rest, I did not get fired. This is not a volunteer position. I didn't quit, but I did buy a home here in Tanglewood, so you're stuck with me till I'm dead.
And also, once you get the quote for the sail thing on the benches, are we looking at maybe sometime this year or
Depends on what the price comes in at.
I'm sorry?
It'll depend on what the price comes in at, whether it's something I'll do out of operations funding or if it's something I have to request capital funding for.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
But we'll touch base and let you know.
All right. Thanks.
Please use the microphone.
Use the mic or Steve gets mad.
I forgot. Are you going to do the house decorating? I heard from somebody at Christmas you were going to do the house decorating contest again, or no?
We don't remember if we did that last year.
No, I don't. I thought you did not.
The house decorating contest has always been done, conducted, and awarded through outdoor decorating. We have not decided on this year. Last year was hit or miss at best. It seems like, let's say there's a half a dozen houses in there that win it every year, and we don't think, we're trying to figure out a way.
Steve, why don't you get with Anne Marie and I, get the outdoor decorating committee together with us, and maybe we can collaborate on something for that.
Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, that's
Thank
all
you,
I've got.
Angie.
Thanks, guys.
Glad to have you here. Okay, we're going to move on to old business. Number one in old business was papers for the dog club were purchased, and as we were told, they are down now. They're painting them. And old business, we suspended the meeting June to August, and we're back. I got Amy continued to collect money, and yeah, you did. Any other old business that I don't have down? Move on to new business. First item I have on new business is the calendar fundraiser this year. I feel like was one of the better received and successful fundraisers that TMAC has had. Kathy Wyatt was Ken's not in the booth. Don't worry about that. Ignore the man in the booth. Kathy Wyatt was... Kathy Wyatt was over this year, and it was very successful. She has agreed to be over it this coming year. She will be asking people to work with her. I would appreciate anybody who volunteer to do that. Whether or not it is a calendar is up in the air. It's up to them. But the fundraiser itself, I think, has been very successful. People enjoy somebody winning every week. And, I don't know that we've had any repeat. Your name goes back in to be drawn again, but I don't know that we've had any repeat winners this year. Several committees that bought tickets have won the $100. So anyway, Kathy will be taking care of that this year. Please cooperate with her. I've already addressed the one person per quorum member issue, so we've got that. If it used to be in the bylaws or the rules, I'm not sure if it still is or if it got removed, but anybody can represent your committee at a meeting. But if it's somebody that's not an officer of your committee, please send an email to Mary Lee or whoever the secretary is at the time, letting them know who is going to represent that committee at the meeting. That's all I have. Does anybody else have new business? Okay, this is not new business, this is just information. The chair or the presidentship will be up for, it will be open next year because I'm not doing it again. I did it this year because we got to the vote day and nobody said yes. You know, if you want TMAC as an oversight committee, that's a requirement. We have to have somebody step up and be that. It's not a huge job. It's not difficult. It just takes time. So between now and then, be thinking about what you want. But somebody needs to step up this year and take over this position because I will not be. Anything else? Okay, we're going to go on to public comments. And I believe, Pat, this is your time.
Okie doke. Glad to see everybody. I want to thank the different committees that have transferred a $100 donation for Bras for Hope. My idea was that when we had this event, that somehow we would manage to cover our expenses so that when we opened the door, that was all going to be the money going to help breast cancer patients. And we're getting close, but we could use a few more if any of your committees would like to do that. I've been very grateful to several committee chairs and that have given me concessions, that have offered in-kind donations. And again, it's all so that the expenses are covered and we can move forward with collecting the money. I am working through Advent Foundation, and then, but the money will be passing through for whatever the needs are for the breast cancer center here. And so the money's also going to stay local. And I'm really happy about that. We've got an awful lot of activities planned. So if you're thinking, yeah, I'm not going to pay $5 admission to go look at decorated bras, you know, that's up to you, ladies. Gentlemen, you'll enjoy it, trust me. And there will be plenty of laughing going on. I've received 21 of them so far. There's signed up, I have 18 from the activities, and 38 singles are signed up. So far, there's 9 activities that have been turned in and 14 singles that have been turned in. So we're sitting at about 56, and I think that'll go up because there are people that didn't sign up in the book, but I know that they're doing a bra. I'm just not going to say for sure that they're in our count until I see it. I am still asking for volunteers. I have sign-up sheets with me today. If you have a few moments that evening to come in and have a good time and then work a shift, we will need people that can walk around, that if they need to sit, we need volunteers in that category too. And so I would be grateful for anyone here, or if you'd speak to your own committees and let them know that we could sure use a few more hands out there to help us. I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions about it? Because there's Pam. What are your expenses, just not specifically, but how much in debt or money are you ballpark kind of needing to? We actually have what we've ordered, and that is covered by my budget that I was allowed. You know, I was given a budget by diversions, and that was the startup. And so right now, like all the table covers and the pink bags and that kind of thing, those expenses are already covered. So what I just don't know is what's going to crop up. Okay. As far as that goes, I was hoping we could stay under 200. I've also have an application into Seacoast Bank to be a sponsor, and they asked me for a flyer. Then they asked me for paperwork that Amy filled out for me, and so that's all turned in. They said it was exactly what they needed to have done. So I don't have a dollar figure for what they might donate, but that would be something that would go in the donations. Okay. If we're able to get that. Anything else?
I thank everybody for listening. Appreciate it. And if you are doing a bra, please turn them in early. There's a lot that goes to processing them and then displaying them that day. We have to have them to know what they look like, so we can set them up so it's the most attractive, display that we can do. I'm excited about working with the tech committee and all of the belongings that they have for helping to put up the display. The activity or committees, their bras will be separate. They'll be on display along here, and then the single people, theirs will be up there. They'll be for second and third prizes, but the group that for the activity, the group that wins in that category, they'll receive a party. So we have lots of prizes, and we really look forward to everybody coming and donating, and it's a great cause. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Pat. Any other public comment? The other four of you want to get up? Okay, the next meeting will be October the 15th. Wait. You want to make a motion? You're ahead of me, aren't you? Gary made the motion to close. Second? Gary has seconded. All in favor? Aye. All right. Thank you all for coming.